What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Redbeard here, and I am back from a almost 2 week hiatus. That's right, I've only put out 2 videos in the past 2 weeks, and I feel really bad for kind of neglecting you guys. And it's not really I've been trying to neglect you guys. I've been having quite a few issues, not only with just being busy with work and busy with family, but more importantly, I've had a couple of horrendous. Oh man, it's so hard to explain computer issues. As you can tell, I don't have my War Thunder intro, and that's because, jumping straight to the point, Windows decided to delete everything and anything of War Thunder I have ever recorded or put into my file for War Thunder. And the story goes, I was actually in a Tier 1 game, just like as you see here, in a Heinkel 112, and that's why I will be bringing you yet another Heinkel after I unfortunately do end up dying in this Italian CR-42 biplane in Tier 1. But I was playing, I was having an amazing game. I was going 12-0. I was actually going to upload it that evening. And, well, Windows decided to start minimizing War Thunder as I was playing the match, asking me if I would like to update my USB ports. And I kept saying, no, that's okay. I'll do it when I'm done with this game. Well, Windows, being Windows, decided to, every 60 seconds, keep asking me that same question. It kept minimizing War Thunder. And I was trying to keep my cool, and I just kept saying no. And after about the 6th or 7th time, I finally was like, yeah, sure, why not? Just stop bugging me. I need to finish this game. So, I click yes, I go back to playing. I end up finishing 12 and I think 1. Unfortunately, I had a death as it minimized the screen. I crashed into the ground, go figure. But I did eventually finish the game, and I go to check my Elgato as it was recording, and it's saying that it's not even initializing anymore. So I go to take a look, and sure enough, once Windows decided to update the USB, they decided anything that was connected to USB will then be shut down. And when it shut down, it also decided to delete any and all files for anything that was connected. So my external hard drive that I had all my files on, as well as my internal hard drive that had my War Thunder files under an Elgato file, suddenly all got deleted. And well, I felt like Jack Nicholson in The Shining.
Hi, Lloyd. A little slow tonight, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Mr. Torrance. What'll it be?
I'm awfully glad you asked me that, Lloyd, because I just happen to have 2 20s and 2 10s right here in my wallet. I was afraid they were going to be there till next April. So here's what. You slip me a bottle of bourbon, a little glass, and some ice. You can do that, can't you, Lloyd? You're not too busy, are you?
No, sir. I'm not busy at all.
Good man. You set him up and I'll knock him back, Lloyd. One by one. White man's burden, Lloyd, my man. White man's burden.
And that's exactly what I did. I walked. There was quite a few obscenities yelled and screamed at Windows and the creators of Windows. My wife just looked at me like I was insane. I walked up to her. I was like, babe, I will be in the bedroom. And so I went, grabbed a bottle of alcohol. I grabbed a glass with some ice. I took both into my bedroom, turned on Netflix, watched Archer and some American Dad, and then went to sleep very, very intoxicated. Now, I don't condone drinking, especially if you have a problem, but there's certain times when it's also just, it's needed, and that was one of those times, and that's unfortunately why I have not been uploading even when I'm busy, because I actually have to go out and re-record and get a whole bunch more of game files brought to you. And so, finally, I have enough game files where I can start bringing content on a regular basis. I have a couple other plans. I do plan on bringing you an Armored Warfare trailer breakdown as well as delving into what could possibly be into the game. I'm very excited for that. I did sign up for the beta, and if you haven't, when I do release a video, I'll put a link on how to sign up for the beta. If you even consider playing Ground Forces or you played World of Tanks in the past, at least give it a shot, guys. I know it's not going to be like World of Tanks and it's not going to be like the War Thunder Ground Forces. It's going to be a mix of both, and I'm very excited for it. You see here, delving into the gameplay, I'm in my CR-42 Italian biplane. Now this thing has two 50 caliber machine guns. Unfortunately, I had to go after two bots right there. This game, I don't know, it was just the matchmaking. It didn't fill either team to capacity, and so the enemy team had two bots. And of course, bots always like to just go after me. I don't understand it. They are always attracted to me, so I had to initially go off course just to kill two bots, which wasn't exciting gameplay, so I figured it'd be nice to show you guys some history into why I haven't been bringing you guys gameplay. And man, just thinking about it, it just makes me angry. It really does. I have to go bring you guys a new War Thunder intro, but I was kind of getting sick of the old intro anyways. I'm going to make a better one. It's going to have different music, and it's just going to be awesome. So maybe it was a blessing in disguise. Who knows? But I love this camouflage, guys, on this Italian CR-42. I wish I could put this on all the German aircraft. I think that'd be amazing. I don't know what it is about Leopard, but it looks awesome no matter what. So over here, scouting, doing my thing, and so this reason I'm on Tier 1, guys, lately is the simple fact that the chaos and hectic reality of being in Tier 3 and 4 matches, no matter what, it got to me, and I was getting very, very burnt out on War Thunder, and I don't want to get burnt out on a game, no matter what. I always still try and play it, and that's the great thing about War Thunder, is it has really 5 different game modes. If you go down to Tier 1 and 2, it's a completely different game mode, even if you're in arcade from Tier 3 and Tier 4. It's just completely different. And honestly, I find more fun in Tier 1 and 2 than I do in Tier 3 and 4. And it's not because of the skill gap. There is a skill gap between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But it's so great not having, Yak 9s and aircraft that one round, all they have to do is get a single round and your entire plane gets obliterated. Here, it takes a lot more flying prowess to really get a kill, because as you can see, unfortunately, the Russian Tier 1 aircraft are completely overpowered and just outmatch every other nation, no matter what. I have 250 cals, but I just can't do the damage that this I-15 does, no matter what. By its sheer fire rate and volume of lead, it can put down range. So unfortunately, I do end up getting killed as I try to cut my throttle and make him fly past. I just have too much critical damage at this point to do really anything. But I've been enjoying Tier 1 gameplay, and it's just so much more fun. And who knows, guys, I might just stay down here for a while. Every time War Thunder comes out with its ×4, I will jump into my Tier 3 and 4, because I have still been trying to push towards the jets. I do have every aircraft up until the Vampire unlocked for the British. And for the Germans, I just have the final K-10 Bf-109, and then I'll be on my 163. And in fact, the only thing I keep running into is I keep running out of money to buy the aircraft. I've been going so quickly with that premium account and getting so much experience with that ×4 that I just don't have enough money to buy all the Tier 4 aircraft to get into the Tier 5s. Unfortunately, that's what has been slowing me down. But I'm in my Heinkel 112, and this aircraft, brief history on it, it was in direct competition for the German Luftwaffe when they were getting ready to build the Luftwaffe and they were getting their fighter force. They sent out contract. They were looking to essentially what a lot of air forces do. They will approach a lot of aircraft manufacturers and say, build us a fighter, build us a prototype, and you'll be competing with X amount of companies, and whoever we feel has the best aircraft will get the contract. As I pick up a sweet revenge here, I don't know what this guy was doing. You're an IL-15, you can just completely outturn me. Unfortunately, I get the kill though, so I'm happy. Get my revenge. On to the history. So, the Heinkel company came up with the Heinkel 112, and what they were going for was a essentially a turn fighter, and unfortunately, it lost to Messerschmitt in the Bf-109. And the main reason was because this aircraft, the prototype was very expensive to make, it was extremely heavy and had a very, very underpowered engine, which the Luftwaffe just had said, nope, sorry, the Bf-109 is really what we're looking for, and the rest is really history. Bf-109 made huge amount of aircraft, as many variants, and Heinkel really didn't get back into the fighter game until the jet age, late in the war. So, Heinkel 112. This aircraft in this game, the flight model is broken. I'll tell you that right now. And Gaijin may not admit that it's broken, but it's completely broken. There are 3 aircraft that can outturn this aircraft: the Spitfire Mark I, and the Il-153 Shika, and also the USSR Tier 1 War Reserve biplane, the I-15. Those are 3 aircraft that have a faster turning time than this Heinkel 112, which has a roughly 14.1 turn time when fully upgraded. Unfortunately, as you will see later in the video, that is really not the case with this thing. It doesn't turn that quick, guys. It really doesn't. It has about a 20 to 22 second turn time, and the reason I'll say this is, no spoiler alert, but I get into a turn battle with the P-36 Hawk, and the P-36 outturns me. Maybe it was my fault for not flying as tight in turns as I possibly could have, but not in just this game, but in many games, this thing does not turn like it's supposed to. So, armament real quick: 250 cals, 2 20mm cannons, which is actually pretty good for Tier 1, especially when you're going against those flimsy balsa wood biplanes. You know, unfortunately, low ammo count at 120 rounds, so you really have to upgrade your reload speed. It's one thing I've noticed, and really just manage your ammo carefully. If you're trying to gauge where your rounds are going, fire your machine guns first, and then wait to open up with the cannons. But as you can see, guys, I'm playing Boom Zoom with a turn aircraft, and that is really because the flight model is broken. But I still love this aircraft. I don't know why. Tier 1s, I've been falling in love with so many Tier 1 aircraft compared to the Tier 3 and 4. I don't know, I just may stay down in Tier 1 and 2. I mean, I've re-fallen in love with the Hawker Hurricanes, and I've always loved my Spitfire Mark I. But also with the P-40, with the Americans, that's Tier 2, but in Tier 1 matchmaking, it's just a beast of an aircraft, and I just don't play Russian, guys, so mainly just because they're overpowered and I feel guilty playing it. They really do. They're just so... How a Lag 3 is a Tier 1 aircraft, the world may never know. I almost crashed here being just a complete idiot and trying to go after an aircraft that had landed on a field and zooming in. But here we go. Picked up 3 kills on my Heinkel 112, and it just really redeemed getting completely ousted by that I-15. As I go after yet another sweet revenge. Anytime I can kill a Russian aircraft, it just brings a smile to my face. And you can see here, look at this P-36. Like, he is completely outturning me. Granted, I have taken a little bit of damage, but this aircraft is supposed to have 14-second turn time. P-36 has nearly a 25-second turn time. So, gameplay wrapped up. Not too bad of a score, guys. I am back. Don't worry, more content to bring to you. Thank you for watching. And until next time, I will see you in the skies.